the concept of change being such a big thing turns so many of us off from change. So today I want to go into some of the easy, small, little habits that I have that have really overall helped to add to a massive change in my life. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and I help people live better lives. I help people touch better mental health, better physical health, better spiritual health. Just as important as it is to work on the inside and how we feel on the inside, I also help people manifest and create a life that is aesthetically pleasing. In today's day and age, we all want the life that looks good on the gram, but what's the point of the life that looks good on Instagram if it feels like shit on the inside? So don't forget to click subscribe, because with me on your side, we're gonna level your whole life up, mentally, physically, spiritually, aesthetically. And today I just wanna share some of the easy daily habits that have helped to change my life. Changing your life does not need to be hard. If we're scared of change, or we believe that change is going to be really hard, or that it's something that's going to take forever, it kind of pushes us away from it. So I hope that I can offer you a perspective shift on change. I'm going to jump right in with some of my favorite easy daily habits to change your life. And the first one is to start your day with intention. The very literal definition of intention is purpose. If we don't have intention in our days, if we don't have intention in our lives, it means that we're moving through life without purpose. And I could go on forever about intention, because just simply setting intentions has really changed my life. It has transformed my life. It is so important that I even created a workshop on intention and how to transform, elevate, improve your life through intention. And I even made that workshop free. Put a link to that workshop in the description of this video. It is literally just a 30-minute workshop. I promise you that if you go and you implement some of the things that I suggest in that intention workshop, you will start to see some change in your life. The next really easy daily habit that helped to change my life, I stopped skipping breakfast. For so long, I want to say for almost 2 decades, I did not eat breakfast. The first thing I would do in the morning was go straight for a cup of coffee, and then sometimes for even like 8 hours in the day, the only thing that I would consume was coffee. During that time, I also have fatigue, I had insomnia, I had bloating issues, I had anxiety, I had depression, I had so many different ailments. I was always stressed out. Our bodies need food, and it makes sense breaking fast. You just fasted while you were sleeping, and it's especially important for women. I'm not gonna go into the science of it, but one of the things that has drastically changed my life is the habit of having breakfast within an hour of waking up each morning. Another super easy daily habit that can change your life is journaling your gratitude. You can do this in the morning, you can do this in the afternoon, you can do this in the evening. Journaling gratitude takes like 3 to 5 minutes, if even, and it is one of the best ways to reprogram your subconscious mind. I'm going to link another video up here in the cards about how gratitude has changed my life. It has massively changed my life, and I literally just like write down things that I'm grateful for. Like, I'm grateful I have heat in my house, I'm grateful I had food on my plate, I'm grateful I have running water. When we take 3 to 5 minutes a day just to focus on gratitude, it really helps to improve our overall lives. Another super easy daily habit to change your life is to move your body every day. Something about a body in motion stays in motion. I'm not suggesting that we have to go to the gym and we have to work out really hard, or we have to do all this like intense workouts. I'm not saying that we have to do that. I'm just saying movement. A lot of us only walk like 1,500 to 3,000 steps a day. That is not enough movement for our bodies. Our bodies want to move. I've talked about how important it is to move energy around. If you're unhappy with your life, if you're maybe depressed or you want something to change, but you're not moving, you're literally just sitting in that same stagnant energy and you're just reliving that same energy. Get up, move it around, like flail your body around. Your body wants to move. Our bodies were made to move. Our bodies are resilient. Moving your body every day and finding a movement practice that works for you, whatever it may look like. It might be yoga, it might be swimming, it might just be walking, it might be stretching, it could be anything. Find the movement that works for you, find the movement that you like, and do it every single day. This next tip is extremely underrated. Sometimes people will even discourage us from doing it because they think it comes from an egotistical place. It's so important to celebrate your achievements, whether your achievements are big or small. If you want to build up self-confidence, if you want to feel good in your body, you want to feel good in your mind, You have to have a strong sense of self, and a strong sense of self knows the good, positive traits about themselves. They know the good things about themselves. Knowing the things that you're good at, knowing the things that you've accomplished does not make you egotistical. It makes you self-confident. It gives you a sense of self-love. It is so important to celebrate yourself. And if this is something that's new to you, my suggestion is to get a pen and paper and write down 10 things that you're proud of yourself for. They can be anything. This is internal. It is for you. It is for you and you alone. You don't have to share it with anyone. What are you proud of yourself for? Write those things down and reread them every day until they are locked in, and start celebrating yourself more. You deserve to be celebrated, especially by yourself. This next one is something that I've only started doing in the last year or so. I used to have a whole day dedicated to cleaning. It was either like Saturday or Sunday, and I would spend the whole day cleaning my house. Instead, now each day I set a 10-minute timer, setting a 10-minute tidy up timer where you just spend 10 minutes, you have no distractions. Maybe you have some music on to like get you in the mood and keep you moving, but there's no TV, there's no phone, and all you're doing is taking 10 minutes to just tidy up your space, whatever that may look like for you. 10 minutes a day will save you much more time in the long run. A clean, organized space leads to a clean, organized mind. A disorganized, messy space is going to lead to a disorganized, messy mind. The next super easy daily habit that can change your life is to watch the sunset more often. We so often forget that we are connected to this earth. We are part of this ecosystem. We often feel above it as humans because we live modern lives, we drive cars, we live in houses, we wear clothes. We often find ourselves disconnected from the earth and from our ecosystem. And that disconnection can lead to feeling internally disconnected. That's where we start feeling feelings of anxiety or depression and things of that sort. So taking some time to watch the sunset will help you to reconnect to the ecosystem. Watching something that's beautiful and it's free, like we don't have to pay to watch the sunset, it really helps us to appreciate the small moments. Going back to what I mentioned earlier in the video about gratitude, taking the time to just appreciate something that's beautiful that we get to witness just because we're here on earth is something that's really special, and it can change your life. Piggybacking off of that, just spend more time outside and in the sun. And now this could look different for everyone. Spending time in the sun and getting sunlight is so important to humans. There are so many health benefits to sunlight for humans, and there are so many detriments to a lack of sunlight for humans. I even like to spend time in the winter in the sun. I bundle up and make sure that I go outside at like high noon when it is the warmest out, and I just get some sun on my face. I sit on the porch, often have a cup of tea or something to keep me warm. It is estimated that each year there are 340,000 deaths in the United States and 480,000 deaths in the EU just as a result of a lack of sunlight. The lack of sunlight in our lives leads to a lot more detrimental disease and illness and different types of ailments that we might be suffering from. I'm going to link this study in the description of this video for anyone who's interested to dive deeper into it. An easy daily habit that you can make to change your life is to start eating along with the seasons. Different foods are in season at different times of the year because our bodies require different nutrients at different times of the year. I wrote an entire article about the importance of eating with the seasons and also how to align your lifestyle to eat with the seasons. I'm going to link that article in the description of this video. We find pleasure in eating tomatoes in the dead of winter, but we're not supposed to. Tomatoes are high in a nutrient called lycopene. Lycopene helps to protect us from the sun. That's why tomatoes are in season in the summer when we're getting a lot of sunlight. Right now in the winter, we're not getting a lot of sunlight, so we don't want to eat lycopene because it's going to protect us from the sun, even though we need the sun right now. So it's super important to align our diets with the season. Last easy daily habit that I want to talk about is creating an evening routine. A lot of us, myself included, put a lot of emphasis on our morning routines, but I'm starting to believe that our evening routine is more important than our morning routine. Just letting our body know we're starting to wind down. Maybe we dim the lights, maybe we turn our phones off and we disconnect from social media. We allow ourselves to kind of have some quiet moments before we get ready for bed. So many of us have horrible sleeping habits, horrible sleeping patterns. We need medicine to sleep, we need weed to sleep, we need alcohol to sleep. We need all these substances to lean on to sleep because our lifestyles aren't supporting the sleep that we should be getting. So creating a routine that supports us winding down slowly as we get ready for bed is one of the most easy and important daily habits that we can make to change our lives. These things that I mentioned in this video are just a few of so many more that I wrote in an article on my website. I'm going to link it in the description. I broke that article down by easy daily habits for the morning, easy daily habits for all day, and then easy daily habits for the evening. So you can pick and choose what works for you. Everything in that article works for me, but what works for me might not necessarily work for you. I'm not looking to get you to kind of like transform your whole life to align with mine. I'm just looking to inspire you to open your mind, to change your lifestyle a little bit, and to find the things that work for you. That being said, I would also love to know, what are some of your habits that have helped change your life? What are some of the habits that keep you in an uplifted, healthy mindset? Please drop a comment below because I would love to know other people's opinions. I would love for you guys to start having a conversation in the comments. Maybe some of the things that didn't work for me or some of the things that I never thought of could be beneficial to someone else in the comments. Like I said, the things that work for me might not work for you. The things that work for you might not work for me. But picking and choosing what does work for us is really important. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Again, my name is Jackie. I make new videos every week to help you elevate, improve, enhance, to live a more fulfilling life mentally, physically, spiritually, aesthetically. So don't forget to click subscribe because with me on your side, we're gonna level your whole life up. I will see you next week.